Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, what's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me? Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to ZENNI.com/podcast, promo code podcast15.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Come on in. Good to have you as we approach the end of summer. I just looked at the calendar today and said, wait a second, Labor Day is this weekend? How'd that happen? My summer has just been off because I had the hip replacement back in the 1st of May. And I feel great. Talked about that earlier in the week. It's hard for me to notice I have it at this point that I had the surgery. But it did kind of slow me down a little bit for the summertime. And suddenly I woke up and it's fall. Here it is. How'd that happen? So today we're going to move into what I think is the number one reason that goal setting works. If I'm talking about goals, I've done that for the last 3 days. You can pretty well tell something's on my mind. I have either been talking to other people a lot, dozens of conversations per week doing that about goals, or I've had even more conversations with myself about that, and it's going to come out on the podcast. We're not going to work this too hard. We're going to do what we do. So today, the thing you need to do to reach your goals. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. How you doing? My name is Scott Smith. I am here basically to drag you kicking and screaming to the life of your dreams. And I get sometimes that, sometimes you listen to me and you go, man, we just don't agree. Our opinions are very different about some things. And yet somewhere deep inside you say, yeah, but he's mostly right. Mostly. And if not, usually I entertain you a little bit. And sometimes I make you mad. I get it. Not for everybody. If you're a unicorn or rainbow kind of person, me too. Let's go have some fun. But, when the unicorn gets hungry and you got to figure out what to feed the unicorn, you got to find a place to feed him. And that takes money sometimes. And you can't get a parking spot for your unicorn. It's like, what are you going to do? So we have to get practical, don't we? Which is usually called Uber or Uber Eats, one or the other. See, we find a way to get there. In any case, I'm glad to have you here today. Did you know that after 18 seasons, almost 19 seasons, by the end of this year, we'll be at 19 full years of doing this? Yes, I was a podcast guy before podcast was cool, way back at the beginning. And it's hard to believe this show is still a top 1% podcast in the world. So thank you for that. It just keeps on going. And I appreciate you being there. And it's always amazing, all the new people that come on board too, man. Every single week, so many new folks. If you're new, welcome to the jungle. We're going to have some fun here. Is today Thursday yet? I think it is. I will be live. I've been doing a live presentation every Thursday. If you're interested in joining me, it's all about improvement. It's all about facing your passion. Facing your passion is not just, hey, man, go figure out your passion. It's the encouragement. It's the coaching. It's the feel. It's a thing that stops you. It's kind of like this show, but a real personal touch. Just say, listen, when is it time for you to dig in, turn in the direction you want to go, and finally make it happen? That's what that's all about. And we turn into it. We get all the courage we can, and we go make it happen. If you want to join us, just do it. It's free. Go to faceyourpassion.com and get signed up. It is not a podcast, and the replays last about 3 days. We zip them out of there. I just want more interaction live with you. I don't want to be just talking to you, one way like this. I like to get together with you. So join me if you'd like to. And if not, that's cool. Weekend's coming. You'll find something fun to do. So are you committed to your goal? If I'm talking goals, it means it's on my mind for sure. And it has been on my mind recently. And Woody Allen, who is an actor I've enjoyed over the years, although yes and not, and for all the reasons that anybody else would say what I just said. Nonetheless, he is attributed to saying something very cool. Half of success is showing up. I think it's, I don't even think you need half. Honestly, I don't even think you have to go to half to get there. I think it's a good part of it. You show up a lot, you get more success. I've thought about that quote many times over the years. And there was something about its logic that didn't match up with my day-to-day experience. And don't get me wrong. No matter what you want to do in your life, showing up is the first step to getting it. I've thought about this a lot. Sometimes, I'm a busy guy. I've done a lot in my life. And sometimes I get tired. And sometimes I go, man, I don't know. How am I going to get this done? You ever feel that self-doubt? I think we all go through that. I don't know anybody who doesn't. I work with a lot of very cool people, very high profile people, and they all second guess themselves. Many times they're working with me because of that. But don't get me wrong. It's just going to happen. But as I talk to them, I think about my life, every single time that something has happened that I've made happen, it was that first step. I went for it. I had to show up and get there. I had to start moving into that direction. But I've showed up many times, and I ended up going home with the prize that I wanted. I wanted a lot. I did. But I've also seen others convinced they'll advance toward their goals if they show up, and that's all they do. Instead, they end up disappointed with their results. So if I'm excited and something's going on, and I say it's up to me if it's going to be, I'm going to go after it. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to take that first step. I'm going to show up and go do it. And yes, I'm going to end up going home with that prize that I wanted so much. But all those other folks show up and they don't get it. Why is that? What's the difference? So is it the half part of it that's not working? So is showing up, getting halfway there, is that what it's doing? What's the other half? What's the other half? It's knowledge. It's work ethic. It's communication. It's people skills. And let's not forget that ability to commit to doing whatever it takes to get what you want. A lot of people show up and expect to get a prize for doing that. And I suppose there is a prize that you get for showing up. Is it the one you want? Not usually. It's about work ethic, that commitment, that communication, those skills. It's those things that make it happen. Some people don't show up. Some don't commit. Many do show up. Why don't they succeed? I remember the words spoken by my pastor years ago when I was getting married for the very first time, standing at the back of the church. I was a 20-year-old kid. I had no business getting married. I just did not. But as is mostly the case in my life, it's like, well, there she is. That's good. We get along really well. What's the next step? You get married, and then you have kids. And 2 years later, you say, how'd that happen? Oh, I get it. He asked me, he said, you know what makes marriage work? And without a whole lot of thought, I kind of gave the answer I'd heard so many times that, if you just show up, you're 50% of the way there. So, hey, it's a 50-50 thing there, Pastor. As long as we all show up for each other, it's going to work. And that day, he probably the first guy really that kind of got to my attention. I hardly knew him. He's like one of these guys you rent the church and he comes with it. That one of those guys. It sounds really bad the way I said that, but you know what I mean. Still resonates with me to this day when he said, well, success in anything is a 100-100 thing. You show up and commit to giving it 100% of your full effort. You go for it. And so does everybody else. Hard to do sometimes, certainly in relationships, certainly when you get married is that way. And it could be said as for kids that way as well. If you have a friendship, that's how it ought to be. 100. So yes, showing up will get you halfway to your goal. But if you want to go all the way, you've got to commit 100% to do whatever it takes to get what you want. So if you're disappointed that you showed up, look in the mirror, which is sometimes really hard and scary to do. This thing that has got you upset and you're not really sure, wow, why didn't it work out for me? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, did I give it all? Everything I had? Did I go all the way? Even if I didn't like it, did I do it? And the answer is almost always, no, not really. Not really, because you can make anything happen you want to. And you know that to be true. You know that to be the case. Don't go halfway. If you're going to go, show up all the way. If you're not going to go, stay home, take a break, take a nap. Wait until you're really ready to go all in. And when you're ready, go all in. Don't ask permission. Don't get advice. Just go do it. It's how you do it. All right, see you tomorrow on the Daily Boost.
Keep moving, gotta get back up, what?